Going live.
Broadcasting high school basketball. What we have tonight is a matchup between a Sanford team that has 8 state championships in school history, more than any school in Delaware history, and they're coached by Stan Waterman, who is in his 26th year and has won 6 of those state titles, which is one more than the second most of any other team. That's right, team in Delaware history, and that would be the old Wilmington High with 5 state titles. On the other bench sits a first-year coach in Matt Rubenkamp, first year here at St. Elizabeth. He came from Charter of Wilmington, where he coached for 4 years. He's a Sally's grad. He was an assistant under longtime coach Dick Rago, who retired after 30 years at the helm of this St. Elizabeth program. And all Coach Rubenkamp's doing is trying to do what every other young coach in the state of Delaware is doing, and that is to become just like Sanford. That's exactly what they are hoping to do, is to become like Sanford. Both these teams played Tuesday night. Sanford even its record at 5-5 with a relatively easy 63-37 win over St. Andrews. That was a conference game for the Warriors. Their 5-5 record is misleading. 4 of those losses are to powerhouse teams from out of state, both in the slam dunk tournament and an earlier tournament they were in back in November. St. Elizabeth, on the other hand, struggled at William Penn. The Vikings were held to just 3 points in the first quarter, and they never recovered, falling to the Colonials 59-48. This is a battle between 2 small private schools that have big athletic traditions when it comes to basketball in both the boys and the girls programs. For St. Elizabeth, the girls have won 5 state championships, and for Sanford, those girls have won several as well, 4 to be exact. So it's safe to say tonight's win is going to be huge no matter which team comes away with a victory. Let's take a look at the Sanford Warriors. As I mentioned, they are coached by Stan Waterman. Their playoff history is unbelievable just in the most recent years. From 2010 to 2012, they won 3 straight state championships. 2013, they were in the championship game. They lost to Howard. 2014, they lost in the quarterfinals to St. George's Tech. 2015, they lost to Polytech in the semis, and then last year they were back on top of the Delaware basketball world as state champions. So basically, if you look at that, in the past 7 years, the earliest they've gotten knocked out of a tournament is the quarterfinals, and that was just once back in 2014. This is a program that when they open up in practice, they pretty much have to set their schedule for the year that they're going to be busy well into March. I think the best all-around player on this team is only in 9th grade, and that's Jair Davis. He's considered one of the best players of his class in the region, and last year played a lot of varsity minutes as an 8th grader. He's now just a 9th grader, and he's not only built like a senior, but he plays like one. When you watch this kid on tape, until you look up at the roster, you assume he's a senior just based on his size, and then you watch his game, and it doesn't give you any reason to think he's anything but a 4-year player, but he's not. He just plays like one. He can score inside, and he can bury the 3 from anywhere on the arc. He's big, he's athletic, and it's too late to say he's going to be a special player, because he already is as we watch him warm up in front of us. He looks like a man among boys, even on this powerful Sanford team. We just mentioned how they're never a one-man team, and this Sanford team is no different. They've actually only got one returning starter from last year's title team, and that's senior forward Connor Rufo, and he'll be asked to lead a starting lineup that includes 2 freshmen and a sophomore. Rufo is the player Coach Waterman looks to as the floor general. He's the one who sets the pace. He's the one who brings the ball in under the basket. He's the one with the experience and will be called on to control the team. He's surrounded by a ton of talent. In addition to Jair Davis, he's joined by freshman Corey Perkins in the backcourt. Corey plays the point, unrounded player with the ability to make a short jumper, score inside close to the basket, or more importantly in this Sanford offense, find the open man when he's double teamed. 6'3" forward Marcus McCullum rounds out the starting 5. He can play the 2 or the 3. Like every other Sanford team we've seen, this one has good basketball players who are also good athletes and are being coached to play the game right. All right, let's talk about St. Elizabeth. They are coached by first-year coach Matt Rubenkamp. We already talked about who he is and where he came from, and he is trying to create an atmosphere here similar to what Stan Waterman has done, similar to what the girls program has done. Now, this St. Elizabeth basketball program is no slouch. Last year they made it to the second round. The year before they lost to this Sanford team in the quarterfinals. Year before that they lost to eventual state champion Sally's in the quarterfinals, and then the year before that they lost in the second round. So they typically do get into the state tournament. I talked to Coach Matt Rubenkamp earlier this week. He said they're trying to create a team-first attitude from top to bottom. They've gotten a lot of players, a lot of playing time. They're trying to figure out the best fit as they head into the second half of this season. They are led by Jordan Money, a second-team All-State player last year, averaging 19 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals a game. Joining him is Elijah Dockery at the point guard. Underneath, they've got a big guy of their own, Nathan Thomas, who will be inside battling against McKeon. Eric Hicks and David Hazelton round out the starting 5 for St. Elizabeth. All right, we're closing in on tip-off here at the St. E Center as the Vikings get set to battle the Sanford Warriors. When we come back, we'll take a quick look at the top 10, and it'll be time to announce our UD Star Health player to watch. You're listening to the high school basketball game of the week on Fox Sports 1290 and watching it live on 302 Sports.
Paige Chet and reminder to bring my hammer pants? I've got to return this sports bloopers VHS before we hit up Fuddruckers.
Well, at least some things never go out of style.
Like the delicious taste of Fuddruckers with the 100% all-natural, fresh, never frozen premium beef patties, fresh baked buns, and our build-your-own toppings bar. Great taste is always in at Fuddruckers.
Try our hand-battered onion rings and chicken tenders. Taste the difference freshness makes.
Radical. Fuds is forever. Fuddruckers, the world's greatest hamburger.
Rodent Protection Pest Control from Royal Pest. Are rodents running rampant in your warehouse? A problem that no one has been able to solve? Mice and rats are tough, and they can be very smart in learning how to avoid traps while they ravage your product. Call Royal Pest. Royal Pest has a history of success protecting food and other products in warehouses, silos, mills, and other facilities up and down the East Coast. Royal Pest. Planet-friendly solutions to your pest problems.
The area's largest family-owned and operated pet supply store is proud to support University of Delaware Blue Men's Basketball. Concord Pet Foods and Supplies, with 29 locations, was started here in Delaware by Larry Muchler 35 years ago. Experience the difference at Concord Pet. Their outstanding staff will help you with everything your pet needs. Plus, the frequent buyer program allows you to earn free food, litter, and more. It's Concord Pet Foods and Supplies. Online at ConcordPetFoods.com. Go Hens!
It's hard to miss all the TV lawyer ads. Catchy slogans surround promises of maximum recovery and fighting for your rights. Hi, this is Melissa Rufo of Rufo Associates. We have decades of experience successfully handling injury claims. Our track record with auto accidents, slip and falls, and defective products cases is second to none. We let our results be our slogan. Nobody wants to need a lawyer, but if the need arises, don't take any chances. Get a strong advocate on your side. You need Rufo Associates. Visit rufolaw.com. That's RUFO law.com.
This is the Delaware High School basketball game of the week. You're listening to the Fox Sports Pregame Show on 1290 AM.
Campus as the Vikings, ranked number 9 in the state of Delaware, are set to take on the Sanford Warriors. It's now to announce our UD Star Health Watch, brought to you by Star Health in Healthcare. And tonight's UD Health Star player to watch is St. Elizabeth senior guard Jordan Money, a second-team All-State player. Returning for his senior season, he averages 19 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And real quickly, before we take a break for the national anthem, I want to go through the top 10 basketball poll this week, put together by Brad Myers of the News Journal. Make sure you check Brad's stories out every day, but I especially enjoy Tuesday's column when he kind of rounds up the whole atmosphere of sports here in the state of Delaware. Mount Pleasant is the number 1 team in the state. They have been all season. They are 10-0, led by Coach Lisa Sullivan. They were good coming into the season before they got transfers. Craig Hodges from William Penn and Famir Ali from Sally's, both who are in the starting lineup. Newark at 8-2 is number 2. St. George's, where we'll be next Thursday night, 5-2 at number 3 in the rankings. Appoquinimink is ranked 4th. This Sanford team is ranked 5th. Smyrna, where we were on Tuesday night, had a nice win against the Sows. They're ranked number 6. We'll see if they get bumped up this week coming up. AI DuPont at number 7. They got beat by St. George's. We'll see if that affects their rankings coming in next week. At number 8 is St. Thomas More. Number 9, this St. Elizabeth Viking team. And number 10, Salesianum, at 5-4. We'll see if that loss cost them a top spot in the top 10 or not. All right, when we come back, we're going to have the tip for tonight between the Sanford Warriors and the St. Elizabeth Vikings. You're listening to the Fox Sports 1290 pregame show before the game of the week on Fox Sports 1290 and 302 Sports. Welcome back to the St. E Center. John Busby here going solo tonight. Josh Durr producing back in the studio. Nick Halliday here on the 302 Sports live stream. This is the Fox Sports 1290 Game of the Week. St. Elizabeth comes in with a 5-3 record while Sanford is at 5-5. Sanford has won every game between these two schools since they started playing each other annually back in the 08-09 season. That year it was a 2-point win for Sanford, and that's the closest the games have been since. St. E's is coming out in their white uniforms top to bottom with the maroon letters, and Sanford in their traditional away uniforms, the all navy blue with the gold trim. Sanford with 8 state titles. St. Elizabeth still looking for its first state championship in boys basketball. Starting lineups for Sanford is 6'3" senior Connor Rufo, 5'7" freshman Corey Perkins, 6'5" sophomore Ryan McKean, and 6'5" freshman Jair Davis, and 6'3" senior Marcus McCullum. For St. Elizabeth, it's senior Elijah Dockery, junior Nathan Thomas, senior Jordan Money, senior Eric Hicks, and senior David Hazelton. It'll be Jordan Money for St. E's jumping against Ryan McKean. We are down in the corner, but coming at us is going to be the Sanford Warriors as McKean leaps up, gets the jump ball, hands it off to McKean, who quickly gets it to Perkins. So they're moving right to left, more or less, as you listen on the radio or watching it live on the live stream sport. They get it in the low box to Jair Davis, and it gets taken away, stripped away, but going to be out of bounds on Nathan Thomas. It's going to stay Sanford ball. Jair Davis will be inbounding the ball. Something new. Last game we did against Sally's down at the Slam Dunk, Rufo handled all that responsibility. They get it back to Jair. When he pops in, he launches a three from the left corner. No good. Ball coming at us. Players coming at us. They managed to avoid us. Fortunately, St. E's with the ball, and bringing it up is going to be Nathan Thomas, and he hands it off to Elijah Dockery, the point guard. He's being guarded by Perkins. It's a dish off to Jordan Money. They work it around. They get it to Thomas in the corner. Something they're trying to do is work for good shots, Matt Rubenkamp said. Dockery has it. He kind of penetrates a little bit. Perkins chases him back out. Thomas has it on the left side. Thomas going to play baseball at St. Joe's next year. He drives and puts it up and is fouled on the way up. The foul is going to be on Ryan McKeon. That is his first, team's first, and that will send Nathan Thomas to the free throw line. Not the guy you want at the line. Leads Sanford, shooting 88% from the free throw line, and my guess is that's one of the top in the state. First one is good. So St. E's takes the first lead of the game, 1-0. We are about 50 seconds into tonight's Fox Sports 1290 game of the week. Thomas's second shot is up and nothing but net. You can just tell from his form he's a good shooter. St. E's picking up full court, man to man. They get the ball to Perkins. It's going to be Perkins against Dockery. Perkins gets the ball across. Perkins got some playing time last year, thrust into the role as a freshman, which Stan Waterman has done with several of his point guards over the years, most lately Mikey Dixon. Driving into the lane is Rufo. He dishes it off to McKeon. McKeon up and good from the left side, so a nice dish by Rufo. 2 points for McKeon. McKeon only averages 1.4 points a game, so already above his season average. It's bonus when he scores. Hicks has the ball for St. E's on the right wing. He gets it over to Jordan Money. McCullum's got the assignment of guarding Money, and Money pulls up at the left elbow. Nothing but air. They whip it ahead and out of bounds. So McKeon had it, and he tried to get it over to McCullum. McCullum comes over to say hello to us here in the corner, and it's going to be a turnover, St. Elizabeth ball. So probably a little bit quicker there on the fast break than Coach Stan Waterman would have liked. 6:25 to play. They're going to come up and clean some water up. While they do that, I'm going to thank some of our sponsors. Let's start with Rufo Associates. Visit rufolaw.com. That's RUFO law.com. And Fuddruckers, home of the world's greatest hamburgers, is located right off of Churchman's Road on Jeffrey Drive in Newark. Visit fuddruckers.com. 6:25 to play. We are tied 2-2. St. Elizabeth has the ball. Dockery bringing it up, gets it across half court. Perkins chases him. He dishes off to Money in the corner. Money drives in, and he thrusts it over to Thomas in the right corner. Thomas gets double teamed, and he manages to get rid of it to Hazelton, the tight end on the football team. Hazelton spins in and puts it up with his underhand, but McKeon comes over and swats it out of bounds. So Hazelton actually got accepted at MIT. Couldn't get a confirmation whether he's going to play football there or not. Probably certainly has the talent, and obviously has the brains, going to MIT next year. Thomas has the ball for St. E's in the left corner. He gets it out to Dockery. Dockery drives right by his man, dishes off to Hazelton. Hazelton goes up, swatted away again from McKeon. So 2 for 2 on blocks. He gets it ahead to Davis. Davis with a nice pass to McCullum, and he goes up and it's blocked away. And they're going to call a pushing foul, and that foul is going to be on Nathan Thomas, his first, and that's going to send McCullum to the free throw line, where he is a 68% foul shooter. 2-2. McCullum's going to try to give Sanford their first lead of the game. Very deliberate dribbling. Basket is up and good. So far 3 for 3 between the two teams from the foul line as McCullum gets set to take his second shot. Sanford takes their first lead of the game at the 5:54 mark. 3 bounces McCullum, and it's up and off the back of the rim. 3 guys go up high, and it's Jordan Money that comes down with it, and he's quickly out. They got a 3-on-2. Money drives right down the middle, tries to put it up underneath, and Jair Davis sends it to the Sanford bench, and it's going to go off a Viking turnover to Sanford, much to the delight of the Sanford student section and fans sitting behind their bench. A nice turnout by Sanford. The gym is it's not sold out by any means, but it certainly is a nice crowd for a Thursday night. 5:38 to play. Sanford with a 3-2 lead. And Perkins drives down the middle. He dishes it off to McCullum. McCullum has it, gets it back out to Perkins. Perkins looking to get it to low block. He does. Jair Davis goes up strong on the spin move and scores. So Jair Davis, 2 points, averages 22 on the game. Nice job by Perkins, and the patience waiting for his high score to get open. 5-2, Sanford. Hicks right back, pulls up, left elbow, banks are open here on Thursday night in Wilmington. Not sure he meant to bank that one in, but it went in nonetheless from the left elbow. 5-4. Sanford's lead is just one. They get it underneath to Jair Davis again. He tries to whip it across to McKeon, but it's intercepted nicely by Thomas coming back down to help out. Thomas trying to get St. E's the lead back for the first time since they led 1-0. He gives it to Hazelton in the corner. No good. Skying for the rebound is Hicks. Can't come down with it. Jair Davis goes out of bounds. Flips it back into Rufo. McCullum's got it at midcourt. He gets it on the low block to McKeon. McKeon dishes it back out to Rufo. Rufo's now got it at the top of the key. Gets swatted away. A lot of bodies on the ground. Thomas comes away with it, but then is called for traveling. No argument from the big guy. 4:33 to play here. Sanford with a 5-4 lead. John Busby here going solo. Marty Sheehan will be joining me again 1 week from tonight when William Penn travels down to St. George's to play a Blue Hen Conference game, both in different flights this year. St. George's moving up to Flight A next year. Jair Davis has it underneath. It gets stripped away by Dockery, out of bounds. Off Dockery, going to stay. Sanford ball. Argue with the ref a little bit, but it happened right in front of us. It was pretty clear. The ref got it right. Jair Davis halfway, almost at the halfway point here through the first quarter. Gets it over to Rufo. Rufo gets it to the top of the key to McCollum. Sets a nice pick against Money. Davis has it right in front of us from the right corner. Nothing but net for Jair Davis, picking up his 5th point. And Matt Rubenkamp is going to take his first timeout. It's going to be a keep it right here. A special edition, 10th anniversary, Fox Sports 1290 for yourself. The top quality of Incognito and Films.com today. That 10th anniversary poster can be found at all of our Fox Sports 1290 broadcasts this season, and are sponsored and printed by Royal Pest, planet-friendly solutions for your pest problems. Visit RoyalPest.com. 4:19 to play here in the first quarter. Sanford is out to an 8-4 lead. They fell behind 1-0 right off the bat on Thomas's foul shot, but they've led ever since. And speaking of Nathan Thomas, the junior forward, he's going to be bringing the ball in right here in front of us, moving left to right as you're watching it on the live stream. Dockery has it. He's being guarded by Perkins. That'll be a good matchup. Neither one of those guards is a big scorer, but they both know how to pass and distribute the ball. They're good at stealing. They're good at leading the offenses. Thomas from the left corner bounces in and out, and Jair Davis comes down with it. He hits a streaking McCullum for 2. So a nice work there by Jair Davis as McCullum picks up his 3rd points of the night, and Sanford takes a 10-4 lead. Under 4 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Nice break, ankle breaker move as they call it there by Dockery, but he dishes it back out, and then Thomas, they're going to call a kick. Thomas went baseline and it kicked off a Warrior foot, and even though Thomas regained possession, the call was made. So they will bring it. It'll be Dockery bringing the ball in to the right underneath his basket. He whips it over into the corner to Hicks. Air ball from 3-point range, but tipped up and in by Dockery. So Elijah Dockery picks up his first 2 points of the night, pulls St. Elizabeth to within 10-6. And Dockery is going to get called on a reach-in foul against Perkins. Perkins was trying to get it across half court, and Dockery reached in. Going to be his first and the team's 2nd foul on the night. Sanford with a 10-6 lead, 3:24 to play. Perkins has it at half court. Directing traffic, he's got Jair Davis on the left wing. They're spreading it out here. Rufo over to the right corner. They're working it around the outside. McCollum's got it. They get it into McKeon. McKeon a little back step and banks it in over Hazelton. So they're getting their money out of Ryan McKeon tonight. 4 points already. Only averages 1.4 coming into the game. It's 12-6. Sanford, 2:58 to play. Dockery has it. He gets it over to Hicks. Hicks gets it to Hazelton in the far left corner. They're working the ball around here. Watched a lot of film of these Vikings, and they do this a lot. They try to get good quality shots. Doesn't mean they make all of them, but Matt Rubenkamp takes great pride in quality shots. Thomas dribbles across the lane. He dishes it out to Hicks. Hicks tries again from the same spot he just shot an air ball in. That one hard off the back of the rim, but he recovers it. He gets it underneath to Thomas, and it's swatted away by Jair Davis. So that's the 4th block, actually, I think, by Sanford tonight. So those big guys for St. E's are going to have trouble inside with Jair Davis, McKeon, and even McCullum's not short by any stretch of the imagination. 12-6, St. E's with a lead. Dockery inbounds it to Hazelton. He gets it right back in the corner. Right corner as we see it. A cutting Thomas gets it, puts it up, and no good. And, in fact, they're going to call a charge. So Nathan Thomas is going to pick up his 2nd foul of the night at the 2:25 mark. That is not good news for St. Elizabeth. Checking in for St. Elizabeth is Justin Money, the younger brother of Jordan Money, and he will, in fact, check in for Nathan Thomas, who will have a seat with 2 fouls. We'll see how long Matt Rubenkamp can afford to keep him out. He's going out at the 12-6. At the 2:20 mark with his team down 12-6. Perkins with a jumper from the right corner, no good, and coming down with it is Hazelton. A little pressure there by Sanford Rufo, but he quickly backs off. Hicks brings it across the timeline and hands it off to Justin Money. Money, a sophomore. They get the ball back to Dockery, pulls Perkins out. Hazelton comes to set a pick and doesn't get it, but a foul is called. They're going to call that foul on Corey Perkins. That will be his first foul, team's second, according to my stats here. And according to the scoreboard, just flashed up the number 2. 1:54 to play. It's 12-6. Sanford over the home St. Elizabeth Vikings. Nice crowd here. Viking logo there, the helmet logo in center court. They get it inside. Jordan Money with a reverse layup on the baseline. That's the kind of move that got him all-state recognition last year. Second team all-state recognition. He went right around McKean on the baseline and laid it in. Perkins for Sanford on the other side. He gets it to Davis on the right corner. They get it in the high post to McCullum, but he gets it back out to Perkins trying to work his way past Dockery. Dockery's doing a nice job defending him. Jair Davis launches one from the top of the key. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Jair Davis with his second three-pointer of the night, his 8th point of the game. 15-8 at the 1:16 mark here. Sanford leading St. Elizabeth. St. Elizabeth trying to close the gap here. Justin Money has it. He gives it to a driving Hicks. Hicks puts up kind of a gets batted around. Jair Davis comes down with it, whips it. McCullum puts it up with his left hand. No good. Nice defense there by, and he saves the and floats it up. A nice play there by Money, getting it up to Dockery, and it's 15-10 now. So they pulled within 5. That was a big bucket. Could have been a 4-point turnaround, actually, if McCullum was able to hit that layup. 36 seconds left to play. Sanford's got it, moving right to left. Perkins has it. He's being covered now by the younger Money, Justin Money. He gets by him, pulls up at the right elbow. Jumper, no good. Comes down in the hands of Dockery, and they're going to call a foul. I believe the foul is going to be on Rufo. The referee turned right around. It is going to be on the floor is Jordan Brown. And also Ryan Hockenbrock. Hazelton's going to take a seat. And so with 23 seconds left to play, St. Elizabeth trails 15-10 with the ball. Jordan Brown, the sophomore guard, he'll inbound to Justin Money, and it looks like Justin Money's going to run the play here. His brother Jordan is in, as is Hicks. And a jumper from Jordan on the right wing is good. So Jordan Money with a 2-pointer there, which makes it a 3-point game. 6 seconds left to play. Jair Davis has it. He's trying to get open. He launches a 3 from the left arc. No good. And that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. It was a thriller. Sanford with a 15-12 lead. You're listening to the Fox Sports 1290 Game of the Week and watching it live on 302 Sports.
The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroup.re.com. The Hadley Group.
Welcome back to the St. E Center. John Busby here going solo today. Sanford has a 15-12 lead, which was just cut down to 1 as Jordan Money banks it in right off the inbounds pass from his teammate there to make it 15-14. Full court press here, or pressure I should call it, by St. Elizabeth. Justin Money is in along with Jordan Money. Hockenbrock is in along with Paul Brown and Hicks for St. Elizabeth. Sanford looks like it has its entire starting lineup. McKeon, a turnaround jumper on the baseline, is no good, and coming down with it is Jordan Money. McCullum is in, Perkins is in, Rufo is in, as Justin Money drives right by Rufo on the baseline and sinks it. So first points for Justin Money. You can see he's got basketball in his jeans. 1 minute in here, and St. Elizabeth has taken its first lead since it led 1-0. Obviously right after tip-off. So it's 16-15, St. Elizabeth. Perkins for Sanford has it. He gets it down to Davis in the right corner. He launches another three from there. This one no good. Hockenbrock runs it down for St. Elizabeth. He gets it up to Jordan Brown. That is going to be his second foul. Dockery is going in for Eric Hicks. Dockery was in the starting lineup. Rested there for the final minute of the first quarter, and my guess is we'll be in now for the rest of this first half. He gets the inbound this time, and he gets it right back over to the right corner. Three-pointer is up and good. Jordan Brown with a three-pointer only averages 1.7 points a game, so St. E's getting a lot of points from people who don't score much. And coming down on the right side is Sean Williams, who just checked in, and he is going to be fouled by Dockery. That's going to be Dockery's second foul. So both starting point guards, Dockery and Perkins, with 2 fouls apiece. Checking in is Devin Harris for Sanford. He is going to give Ryan McKeon a blow here. Rufo trying to inbound right in front of the scorer's table. He finds Sean Williams. Sean Williams fakes the pass, takes the shot from the low block, misses it, and St. Elizabeth comes down with it. That's Hicks, a floating left-hander, no good. Follow-up, attempted dunk by Justin Money, no good. Ball gets tipped out of bounds. Referees confirm Sanford ball. So would have been an impressive slam, only one thing went wrong. It didn't go in. But you can see the athletic talent of Justin Money there. Now the refs have changed the call, and they have given it back to St. Elizabeth, which has a 4-point lead right now. Driving the lane is Hicks, and they're going to call a blocking foul on the baseline against Sanford. Jair Davis is showing the younger Harris how he is supposed to block that position there, and that's who the foul was on, was Devin Harris, his first. Jordan Brown is going to inbounds to the left underneath his own basket, and he whips it back to Justin Money. Money's being guarded by Sean Williams. He spins around to his right, steps back. He finds Paul Brown in the left corner this time, and a three-pointer is good. So Jordan Brown has hit a three from the left, and he's hit a three from the right. 6 points for the sophomore guard. The St. E's bench is going crazy because he doesn't score that much. 22-15, St. E's with a lead, under 6 to play here in the second quarter. Jair Davis has it up top, and Stan Waterman doesn't like what he sees, and he's going to call his team's first timeout. St. Elizabeth leading Sanford 22-15. Concord Pet Food and Supplies. For everything your pet needs, visit ConcordPetFoods.com or any of their 29 locations in the area. My wife and I are in Concord Pets at least twice a week. Whenever we have a question, they seem to have the answer. It never fails that we walk into that store and somebody in there has experienced the same issue or has the answer to a question that we have about our yellow lab. So I can't say enough about Concord Pet Food and Supplies. Don't forget, after the game, it's the American Spirit Federal Credit Union postgame show when we'll recap the game and announce our Crown Trophy player of the game. Josh Durr will have a halftime sports report for you, so hang in wherever you're listening, or if you're watching a live stream, hang in to hear all the updates on the scores both in high school and college around the country here. The next UD women's game right here on Fox Sports 1290 is tomorrow night at 7 o'clock when the Blue Hens host CAA rival James Madison. Playing with a new coach this year, we'll see if Tina Martin in her 20th season, I think it's either her 20th or her 21st, if they can pick up that win at home. So we hope you'll tune in for that if you're not at the Bob Carpenter Center. Here at the St. E Center, it's 22-15. St. Elizabeth with the lead over Sanford. Trailed all of the first quarter and then took the lead 16-15 and have shut out Sanford since then. Coming out of a timeout, Rufo's got it at the top of the key. He hands it off to Jair Davis, who works his way around 3 players and lays it up and in. So Jair Davis picking up his 10th point of the night. Averages 22.1 on the season, and it's 22-17 St. E's. Hicks has it at the top of the key. Jordan Money goes right past him. He thought he was going to get the handoff there, but he didn't. Hicks has it back. They get it to Justin Money. He's trying to find his brother. McCullum has drawn the assignment, and Justin Money drives in and is fouled. And so he will go to the line to shoot two. Looks like the foul is going to be on Jair Davis. That is his first foul. And Justin Money, a 70% free throw shooter, heads to the line. 3 dribbles. Ball is up. Not much spin, but didn't need it. Went in anyway. 23-17. Justin Money has one more shot, the sophomore guard, and it is up and nothing but net. Again, not a whole lot of rotation, but obviously doesn't need my advice. 24-17, St. E's with a 7-point lead over the visiting Sanford Warriors. Jair Davis has it at the top of the key, gives it to Rufo on the right wing. Rufo works his way all the way around the arc, but gets cut off there by Hicks. Gives it back out to McCullum on the left elbow. McCullum's trying to work his way in. Nice defense there by Justin Money. They get it to Sean Williams. He drives right by everybody, manages to work across court to Jair Davis. Davis gets it tipped away and then in midair whips it over to the other side. McCullum ends up with it in his hands and is fouled. We'll see if they call this a shooting foul or underneath. Actually, it'll either be a 1-on-1 or a 2-shot foul. No indication from the official yet, but McCullum will be going to the line. The foul was on Jordan Money, his first. It looks like McCullum has settled in for 2 shots. He was 1 for 2 in the first quarter. He is 0 for 1 here in the second quarter. A 68% free throw shooter coming in. It's 24-17. St. Elizabeth leads Sanford at the 4:33 mark here in the second quarter at the St. E Center. Great crowd on hand here for a Thursday night here in the city of Wilmington. Second shot is up and good. So McCullum 2 for 4 now from the free throw line. Press there against St. Elizabeth. Justin Money had the ball. They double teamed him, and the foul is going to be called on Devin Harris. And still no 1-on-1, although they're walking to the other end. Not sure why, because it's maybe the scoreboard's wrong, because it's the 6th foul, and they are going to discuss just that. They've beeped the horn to come over and discuss, and the foul was on number 10, Devin Harris, his second foul. Still not sure. Oh, I'm sorry. Sanford has 7 fouls. That's my fault. Sanford has the 7th foul, and first shot is up and no good by Justin Money. I was looking at the wrong side of the scoreboard. So the referees were correct. It was a 1-on-1 situation for St. Elizabeth because Sanford has the 7 fouls. St. East still has a foul to give here if they choose to do it. 24-18, halfway through the second quarter. Jair Davis pulls up at the foul line. Ball is short. Comes down into the hands of Justin Money, gets stripped from behind by Sean Williams, and Sean Williams gets chased out. Looks like a globetrotter dribbling there. He gets it over to Rufo in the right corner. 3-pointer is long. Jair Davis with the rebound, puts it up good, and is fouled. So Jair Davis getting ready to try to make the traditional 3-point play here as he picked up his 12th point of the night. Going to try to make it 13. We'll check and see who that foul was on, but Davis is going to go and try to make the 3-point play. 64% foul shooter. Coming in for Sanford is Ryan Freeman, and he comes in for Devin Harris, who heads out with 2 fouls. The foul was on Justin Money, his first foul of the night. Foul shot is up by Davis, and nothing but net for the freshman. 24-23. Sanford pulling closer. Actually, 24-21. They corrected the scoreboard. A steal. Jair Davis puts it up. Tries to dunk it, but no good. But he is fouled, so he's going to head back to the line. And the foul is going to be on Jordan Brown, his first. So it's 24-21. The scoreboard was incorrect, and they did correct it. 3:50 to play. St. Elizabeth still clinging to a 3-point lead. Trailed the entire first quarter, and then took over in the second and have yet to relinquish that lead as Jair Davis misses his first foul shot. So he is now 1 for 2 on the night. 3:50 to play. John Busby along with Josh Durr back in the studio. Nick Halliday producing online here, or on site here for 302 Sports. Jair Davis hits the second. A trapping press by Sanford. St. Elizabeth turns it over for the second time. No, a diving play by Hazelton, the football player, but now it is a turnover. Rufo ends up with it at the top of the key, and Friedman fires from three, and it's good. So Ryan Freeman comes off the bench and fires from three, and it is now 25-24. Sanford has taken the lead back for the first time, and a timeout by Matt Rubenkamp as he's going to try to get his players to figure out this full court press. Stan Waterman came out of his own timeout, did the full court press twice, and it's worked both times. If you're looking for a great way to give back to the community, Special Olympics Delaware is always looking for experienced coaches in all of its 19 sports, including basketball, which has just started across the First State. For more information about how you can become a Special Olympics coach or volunteer, visit www.sode.org. Same place if you're listening and you have a child, a friend, a neighbor who you think would benefit as an athlete in Special Olympics. It's www.sode.org. You can check out the 302 Sports live stream of tonight's game anytime on foxsports1290am.com. Just go under the sports tab, click on high school basketball, and it's on the audio archive page. It's 25-24. Sanford leads Sanford leads St. Elizabeth. They've taken over the lead. 3:38 to play. Coming out of the timeout, the referees are taking care of a spill that happened over in front of the Sanford bench. So here we go. St. Elizabeth with the ball. Justin Money bringing it up. He's on the floor with his brother Jordan Money. Hazelton's in the game along with Brown and Hicks for St. Elizabeth. Sean Williams, the only non-starter in the game, actually, so is Ryan Friedman. And he's joined there by Rufo and Jair Davis and McCullum still in the game as well. St. Elizabeth is working the ball around, and a turnover there by Brown, and then a foul against Sean Williams. So Jordan Brown got lazy with his dribble, and Sean Williams stripped him from behind, and Sanford is now in the one-on-one. So Sean Williams will head to the line, a 54% free throw shooter, averages 4.4 coming into the game. So not a big score, but he's a heady player on defense, as St. Elizabeth's Jordan Brown just found out. First shot is up and nothing but the bottom of the net. So it is now 26-24 as Sean Williams extends the lead to 2 points. Friedman switches spots with Connor Rufo on the lane. As Sean Williams gets set for his second shot, it is up and rattles around and out, and Jordan Money comes down with the ball. He streaks up the middle. He gets it over to his brother Justin. Back to Jordan. Three-pointer from the top of the three, off the back of the rim, and Paul Brown gets it, and he puts it up. Jair Davis sends it back to half court. Jordan Money gets it. He drives in. It gets blocked by McCullum, and now St. Elizabeth pulls it back out. 26-24, Sanford with the lead. St. Elizabeth with the ball. 2:50 to play here at the St. E Center. Nice move by Justin Money. Drives in, scores, and is fouled by Jair Davis. So Justin Money made a nice crossover dribble, drove to the basket, and Jair Davis has committed his second foul of the game, and the game is now tied 26-26, 2:46 to play. Justin Money, who is 2 for 4, he's 1 for 3 from the foul line tonight. Getting ready to try to make a traditional three-point play. It is up, and it is good. Corey Perkins checks back in for Sanford, and he's going to check in for Ryan Freeman, who gets a nice hand from the crowd coming in and burying that three-pointer, which really brought the Sanford crowd here to its feet. 27-26, St. Elizabeth with the lead here at the 2:40 mark of the second quarter. Sanford tries to get it underneath to Jair Davis. Jordan Money picks it right out of the air, hands it off to Justin Money, and they head the other way, left to right, as you see it on the live stream. Jordan Brown has the ball. He's trying to pull Sean Williams out to cover him. Dribbles between the legs, gets it back over to Hicks. Hicks draws a double team, but manages to get around both players, and a layup no good from the right side, and coming down with a rebound, Sean Williams. Actually didn't even have to jump, it just landed in his hand. He gets it across half court real quick. McCollum tries to hit a cutting Jair Davis, can't, and it's a turnover to St. E's. Jordan Money on the other end, underneath a dipsy-do move, much to the delight of the crowd, and he's going to go to the line and try to make it 3. So Jordan Money on the fast break had to really contort his body to get that up and in, and he did. The foul is going to be on Marcus McCullum of Sanford, and that is his first. Both teams are in the 1-and-1. So Money trying to extend the lead here, and he does. It's 30-26. St. E's with the lead. 2:03 to play here in the first half. Sanford with the ball, bringing it up across the timeline. Sean Williams, he's being guarded by Hicks of St. Elizabeth. They get it to Rufo. Jair Davis cuts through the middle of the lane. McCullum pops out to the right. He has it at the top of the key. He gets it to Jair Davis. They get it to Sean Perkins on the right side. Sean Perkins gets it over to Sean Williams on the right elbow. Drives in, underhand scoop shot, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Eric Hicks. He hands it off to Justin Money. And Money in no rush here. 1:30 to play. His team, St. Elizabeth Vikings, with a 30-26 lead over Sanford. Sanford trying to get their record above 500 for the first time all season. St. Elizabeth trying to extend their record to 6-3 on the season. 1:15 to play. St. Elizabeth looks like they're going to be patient and wait for the best shot they can. And Justin Money picks up a foul on Connor Rufo. That's going to be Connor Rufo's second foul there. Not what Stan Waterman would call a smart foul, being way beyond the arc, and it was clear that Justin Money had no interest in driving to the basket. He was just trying to kill some time, but instead Money will go to the line and shoot 2 foul shots. He is 3 of 4 on the night, now 4 of 5. I gave you that incorrect stat the last time. He was actually 2 of 3, and now he is 4 of 5, getting ready to take his 6th shot. 8 points on the night for Justin Money, comes in averaging 2.7. So again, getting their money's worth out of Justin Money here in the second quarter. All 9 of his points now have been here in the second quarter. 32-26. St. Elizabeth with the lead. 1 minute to play here in the second quarter. Underneath to Jair Davis. He goes up for the dunk, stripped away, follows his own shot, and dunks that one home. So Jair Davis picks up the dunk. 32-28. 50 seconds to play. Jordan Money defended it perfectly the first time, but as Jordan Money flew out of bounds, the ball bounced right back to Jair Davis, and he was underneath all alone. Ball inside, and Hicks goes up with it off the pass from Hazelton, and McCullum blocks it into the baseline. Has to be at least 7 blocks for Sanford. As McKeon checks in, he's going to check in for Jair Davis. Davis will probably have the rest of this 38 seconds off, especially with the 2 fouls. Brown's going to inbound it underneath for St. E's. He lofts it right over in front of the Sanford bench to Hicks. Hicks being covered by Perkins. 34 seconds to play. Hicks pulls up at the foul line. No good at all. Not the shot I think Ruben Cam was looking for. Sanford comes away with it on a nice play from Rufo. They whip it up to Sean Williams. He's on the right side. He gets it to a cutting McCullum. McCullum dishes it back out. Jumper by Perkins off the back of the rim. Comes down with it is Rufo. He goes up strong with it. Ends up in Jordan Money's hands. Money across the timeline there trying to get something go, and a reach-in foul. That's going to be against Perkins. That is his 3rd. So a big foul picked up there by Perkins. Stan Waterman arguing about the last play underneath here, wondering how that there couldn't have been a foul called somewhere during that ruckus underneath, but there wasn't. And so instead, on the other end, Jordan Money will head to the foul line and shoot 2. He is 0 for 1 on the night, 6 points. He's now 0 for 2 as it hits off the back of the rim. Jair Davis actually is going to check back in with 12 seconds, so you can imagine when Sanford gets the ball what they're going to try to do with it and who they're going to try to get it to. 32-28, 12 seconds from the end of the first half here. St. Elizabeth with the lead. Jordan Money's second shot is up and good. So 1 for 3 from the foul line tonight. 33-28. Sean Williams has the ball. He gets it across the timeline. He's being guarded by Hicks. 6 seconds left to play. He drives into the basket, and he whips it over to Rufo in the right corner. Rufo shoots it up for 3. In and out, no good. Jair Davis with a follow before the buzzer. It counts. So the putback by Jair Davis is going to pull Sanford within 3. 33-30 as the buzzer sounds here at the St. E Center. Coming up at the half, Josh Durr has a halftime report for you. Then I'll be back to talk about the stats of the first half, and then we're going to have second half action. This one's a good one. You're listening to Fox Sports 1290 Game of the Week, watching it live on 302 Sports. Your halftime score, St. Elizabeth 33, Sanford 30.
Hooters of Newark is located at 136 Astro Shopping Center, Newark, Delaware. Come in day or night to watch your favorite teams and sports on our many TVs. It's a great, fun-filled environment that is kid-friendly. Our craveable food menu has all the appetizers, burgers, salads, tacos, seafood, you name it, as well as our world-famous Hooters wings, which are the official wings of 302sports.com. Remember, you can always order online to take home our world-famous wings. It's your couch, our wings.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts.
And I'm Danae from Matt's Fish Camp.
Come check us out.
Matt's Fish Camp is the small local fish joint with 2 locations on Coastal Highway in North Bethany Beach and Lewis, where we serve up traditional coastal fare in a casual atmosphere with house specialties like colossal crab cakes, lobster rolls, and fried Ipswich clams, along with crowd pleasers like fish and chips, fried shrimp, and a daily selection of fresh caught fish. Matt's Fish Camp, serving up lunch and dinner 7 days a week, all year.
Locations in Bethany Beach and Lewis, Delaware.
He began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today. Mr. Italian began his...
Hi, I'm Shannon Colburn, General Manager of Blue Coast Seafood Grill in Bethany Beach.
And I'm Douglas Ruley, Vice President and Chef of Sodell Concepts.
Located on Coastal Highway just north of downtown Bethany Beach, Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar is the landmark restaurant overlooking the beautiful Salt Pond. Some house specialties include fried baby lobster tails, baked oysters, seafood stew, lobster cavatappi, and of course, daily selections of fresh fish and raw oysters.
That's Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Bethany Beach.
Come check us out.
Is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroupre.com.
96-86. And then we had Chattanooga had a win over Citadel. That was 83-73. Pretty big gap there. Tennessee falls to South Carolina 70-60. And Michigan State won over Minnesota 65-47. As for tonight, we've got 66 games total in the NCAA conference play. Some of those bigger games tonight are we're going to see Purdue at Iowa. Gonzaga is going to host Loyola. Ohio State at Wisconsin. St. Mary's at Portland. Notre Dame at Miami, William and Mary at UNCW, Hofstra at Elon, Drexel at Northeastern, and of course Delaware at Towson. Jumping into the NBA from the O2 Arena in London, England, it was the Denver Nuggets over the Pacers 140-112. And back in the States, New Orleans Pelicans face off against the Brooklyn Nets. Later on tonight, it's going to be Bulls-Knicks. Lakers will be taking on the Spurs. Dallas Mavericks will be in Phoenix to play the Suns. Golden State Warriors versus the Detroit Pistons. Kevin Durant there for Golden State has been struggling after a series of good games, so the Warriors have pretty high hopes if they're going to beat Detroit tonight. And this weekend, of course, in the NFL, we're going to see the Seahawks take on the Falcons, Texans at Patriots, Steelers, Chiefs, and Packers, Cowboys to round out playoff weekend. This weekend coming up for the NFL. I don't know about you, but I feel like things are moving on pretty quick in football right now. NHL hockey is in full swing, where last night we had the Panthers over the Islanders 2-1. Canadiens beat the Jets 7-4. Capitals beat out the Penguins. Love to see that, 5-2. And the Flames over the Sharks 3-2. Where tonight in the NHL, you've got Canucks-Flyers tied at 1. The Flyers picked up a power play goal just a little bit ago. Penguins down by 2 to the Senators. Again, I love to hear that. Sabres 1, Tampa Bay Lightning 1, so they are tied there in the first period. Later on tonight, we're going to see Canadiens versus the Wild, Red Wings at the Dallas Stars. Ducks play the Avalanche. New Jersey Devils take on the Edmonton Oilers up there in Canada. And the St. Louis Blues will be taking on the LA Kings. Then tomorrow on the ice, we've got the Maple Leafs versus the New York Rangers, Blackhawks at Capitals, Islanders versus the Panthers, Sabres, Hurricanes, Columbus Blue Jackets will take on Tampa Bay down in Florida, and the Devils and Flames. And then we will see the Jets versus the Coyotes tomorrow. Meanwhile, over in the fighting world, tension between Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather, as possible rumors of a boxing match between the two living legends has taken a step forward. So McGregor has finally named a price, and he has said $100 million, no small fee for him to fight Floyd Mayweather. I will believe it when I see it. And then, of course, CAA conference play for men's basketball. We've got the Delaware Blue Hens currently trailing Towson 28-36, so the Hens are going to need to pick it up a little bit if they're going to win this one. That's going to do it for me in the Fox Sports 1290 halftime report, brought to you by the local 313 from the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. I'm Josh Durr. Now I'm going to kick it back over to John Busby, where the St. Elizabeth Vikings currently lead the Sanford Warriors 33-30.
This has been the High School Basketball Game of the Week Halftime Report, presented by IBEW Local 313 and its local contractors. We'll be right back with the start of the second half on Fox Sports 1290 AM, foxsports1290am.com, and the iHeartRadio app.
There are over 3,000 lawyers in Delaware today. That's a big number for a small state. Who should you contact when you need legal advice? This is Melissa Rufo of Rufo Associates, a firm with roots in the Delaware legal community going back more than 35 years. We have the experience, resources, and commitment to excellence you need and deserve. You didn't ask for legal problems. Nobody wants to need a lawyer. But if the need arises, don't take any chances. Get a strong advocate on your side. You need Rufo Associates. Visit rufolaw.com. That's RUFO law.com.
Here's former pro football linebacker Ben Lieber. BiPro is the highest quality whey protein isolate you could buy. There's never any fillers, sugars, or additives, and it's naturally sweetened. It's what you need to build and maintain muscle. Right now, go to BiProUSA.com. That's BiProUSA.com. And when you buy 1 2-pound jar of BiPro, you get the second jar half off with the promo code IHEART. Plus, you get free shipping. It's BiProUSA.com. Buy 1 2-pound jar, get the second half off, and free shipping with the promo code IHEART. BiPro. Lean, clean, protein.
Need the perfect holiday gift for the diehard sports fan in your life? Here it is.
Get your favorite fan even more wrapped up in their favorite team with Denali Microplush College and NFL blankets from the Northwest Company and sold at EliteTeam.com. These super soft blankets are machine washable and 100% made in the USA. Elite Team, the official blanket of pure fandemonium. Go to EliteTeam.com and save 10% with promo code IHEART.
Fans, wrap yourself up in your favorite team blanket at EliteTeam.com.
High school basketball on Fox Sports 1290, foxsports1290am.com, and iHeartRadio.
Right back and went up 3-2, and they held the lead the entire first quarter.
and I see it sitting here in the corner of the gymnasium. Josh Durr producing for Fox Sports 1290 back in the Wilmington studio. So Sanford trailing 33-30 with the ball. Perkins in the game with those 3 fouls. He's being guarded by Dockery. Looks like the same starting lineup that started the game for both teams, Rufo and McCullum. McCullum has it in the corner. Jair Davis underneath. They get it into low blocks to Davis. He's double teamed. Money's got him. Jair Davis with a turnaround jumper is good. So he picked up right where he left off, picks up his 20th point of the game. It's Hazelton, Jordan Money, Nathan Thomas, Dockery, and Hicks in for St. Elizabeth. Hicks has it on the left wing, brings it back over and gets it to Thomas. Thomas goes across the top of the key, gets it over to underneath there to Hazelton. Hazelton tries to get Davis up in the air, can't. Now he spins back through the middle, puts up with his right hand, no good, gets his own rebound. He's tied up underneath. The big tight end manages to pull it away from everybody. Still can't get the shot to go, and Rufo comes down with it for Sanford. So Sanford's going to try to take back the lead here. They get it over into the corner to McCullum. Perkins gets it back. He gets it to McKeon on the low block. McKeon takes a dribble and then pops it back out right in front of Stan Waterman there in front of the Sanford bench. McCullum's got it down in the left corner. Get it in the low block to Davis, and back to McCullum on the give and go. A perfect give and go from Jair Davis to Marcus McCullum, who puts it in underneath with the right hand, and Sanford takes the lead 34-33 here at the 6:28 mark in the third quarter. And quickly on the other side, Dockery drives in on the left and scoops it up, no good, and coming down with the rebound is Rufo. He gets it ahead to Perkins, who crosses the timeline right across the Vikings emblem on the near side here. Perkins is guarded by Dockery. He gets it over to Rufo. They get it underneath to Davis. Davis lays it in good and is fouled. So Jair Davis is just too much to handle underneath, and he's going to go try to make the traditional three-point play as he is fouled underneath. We'll check that foul for you. I believe it was on Nathan Thomas. If it is, it will be his third. It is on Thomas, and it is his third. And so Jair Davis will go to the line. He is right on his season average of 22, and now he is over it with 23 points. So Jair Davis is just tearing it up for Sanford. Not getting a whole lot of help from his teammates scoring-wise, which is why this lead is only 4 points, 37-33. Jordan Money drives in. He dishes it back to Dockery. Dockery with the three from the left wing, no good. And who but Jair Davis rips it down, gets it to a streaking McCullum, who drives in, scoops it up underneath, no good, comes down and out of bounds. Going to stay Sanford ball. So Sanford is going to inbound underneath as Justin Money is going to check in for St. Elizabeth. My guess is he'll come in for Nathan Thomas with the 3 fouls, and sure enough, that's exactly what happened. Sanford with a 37-33 lead, 5:44 to play here in the third quarter. They inbound over to Rufo in the left corner. He gets it back out to McCullum, who's guarded by Hicks. They work it around to Davis on the right corner. And one thing Stan Waterman does better than any coach, or I should say one thing Stan Waterman's teams do better than any team in the state, is work for the good shot once they have a lead. And Jair Davis drives baseline on the left side, and he gets fouled. The foul is going to be on Hazelton, his first, the team's second here in the third quarter. And Sanford's Rufo inbounds it underneath. They get it outside to McCullum, over to Perkins on the right wing. He was looking for the alley-oop there, but a nice job there by Justin Money, who has now drawn the assignment of trying to shut down. And Jair Davis pushes Money out of the way right in front of the referee. Not sure what the ref didn't see there. Jair Davis gets it in a low block, pump fake up, and no good off the front of the rim. Justin Money snares it down. He gets it ahead to Hicks. Hicks with the bounce pass underneath to Jordan Money, and it's good. And so a great pass underneath by Hicks to Money, and it's 37-35. Sanford still with the lead here with 4:50 to play. Jair Davis with a three-pointer from the top of the key. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Jair Davis with 8 points already here in the third quarter, 26 on the night. Money trying to match him on the other side. Drives baseline, a little 10-foot jumper, no good. Hazelton with the rebound. A little hook shot inside is good. So David Hazelton picks up his first 2 points of the night. And Stan Waterman is going to call a timeout with his team leading 40-27. And you might wonder why he would call a timeout with a lead, but we've seen him do this time and time again where he just wants to get his team over there on the bench and regroup to make sure that they know exactly what he wants them to do on the offensive side of the floor. So Sanford with a 40-37 lead, 4:21 to play here in the third quarter. Special thanks to our sponsors, Rufo Associates. Visit rufolaw.com. That's RUFO law.com. Fuddruckers, home of the world's greatest hamburgers, is located right off of Churchman's Road on Jeffrey Drive in Newark. Visit Fuddruckers.com. Our special edition 10th anniversary Fox Sports 1290 posters were designed and created by Incognito. Incognito Productions is the premier sports filming company in Dover, shooting, editing, and creating sports films for teams and individuals. See for yourself the top quality of Incognito Productions by heading to nknfilms.com today. That 10th anniversary poster can be found at each of our Fox Sports 1290 broadcasts this season and are sponsored and printed by Royal Pest. Planet-friendly solutions to your pest problems. RoyalPest.com. As the buzzer sounds, the teams come back out onto the floor. 4:21 to play here in the third quarter. Sanford with a 40-37 lead. They trailed 33-30 at the half, so have outscored St. E's 10-4 since the half. Perkins has it. He's bringing it up, guarded by Dockery, as he has been all night. He gets it over to the right wing to Rufo. They get it underneath to Jair Davis. He whips it across the lane to McKeon. McKeon banks it in from the left low block. So a great pass and a great jump shot there by McKeon. His 6th point of the night, well over his 1.4 per game average. Dockery drives in and a nice look underneath and hits Money. That would be Justin Money there for the 2-point layup. 42-39. St. E's hanging around. 3:45 to play here at the St. E Center. Perkins with the one-handed dribble there. He gets it over to McCullum in the right wing. Back to Perkins, back to McCullum, back to Perkins. 3-2 zone for St. Elizabeth. Rufo's got it on the left side, and they're going to be content just to pass it around. They get it into the right elbow to McKeon. He gets it back out to Davis, who whips it right back around out front to Perkins. McCullum has it over on the right side. He's being guarded by Hazelton. Jordan Brown getting ready to check back in. It'll be interesting to see who he checks in for. Perkins has it for Sanford still, moving left to right as you're watching it on the 302 stream. Rufo has it in the left corner. He's about 3 steps behind Jair Davis. Wide open on the right wing. Jumper is good. And a little wave of the hand by Jair Davis as his team goes up 45-39 with 2:48 to play here in the third quarter. Dockery has it, goes between his legs. Drives in, and they're going to call foul. And if that's on Perkins, that's going to be his 4th. And the way he's reacting with his hands up, it is. And so Perkins picks up his 4th foul. Jordan Brown checks in. Eric Hicks checks out. And Sean Williams checks in for Perkins, who leaves with 4 fouls. So 45-39, St. E's with the ball, trailing by 6. They get it underneath to Hazelton. Hazelton misses the layup. Hustles for the rebound, can't get it, gets tipped away, and McCullum comes away with it and hands it off to Sean Williams. Williams will have the point now that Perkins is on the bench with those 4 fouls. Rufo has it in the left corner. He gets it back to Jair Davis. He launches the 3, and a rare miss for Jair Davis. McKeon with the rebound, puts it up, no good. McCullum tries to tip it in with one hand, no good, but gets his own rebound and gets it back out to Rufo, and Stan wants things to slow down and calm down. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left to go. Sanford with a 45-39 lead. Gritty performance here by the St. E's Vikings, ranked number 9 in the top 10. Coming off a loss, a tough loss to an unranked William Penn team, but I would think a Colonial team that's going to be ranked next week at this time. Rufo has it. They get it over to the left side to Jair Davis. He drives in, floats one up on the baseline. No good, but there's McCullum underneath and good. So McCullum, call it a trash picker there, but he got it and put it right back in. Nobody put a body on him, and it's 47-39 with 1:35 to play here in the third quarter. Dockery has it. He hands it off to Justin Money, and it gets stripped away by Sean Williams. Whipped ahead to McCullum, and he tries to drop it back. No good. It's going to go off, and the ref, I can't see the ref. It is going to be St. Elizabeth ball. Checking back in is Nathan Thomas. He's got those 3 fouls. But I think Matt Rubenkamp is at a point where he realizes this game is getting away a little bit, and he needs to have his big guy Thomas back in the game. He's going to check in for Justin Money, and they're going to wipe some sweat off underneath the far basket there. It is going to be St. Elizabeth ball. It's 47-39. Sanford with the lead. 1:28 to play. And Justin Money is pointing to something. Oh, he wants his towel back. They were going over. They were giving the towel back to Sanford, and Justin Money went over and made sure that they got the towel back for the St. E's Vikings. So 47-39, ball inbounded underneath. Doherty's got it for St. Elizabeth. Elijah Doherty, a senior point guard, so a good leader here for this Viking team. And he works his way over to the left. He gets it over to Jordan Money. Jordan Money drives baseline. He kicks it back out to Doherty. Doherty shoots from three, and it is good. And under pressure with Sean Williams coming out at him. A three-pointer good by Elijah Doherty. It's 42-47. That's Doherty's 7th point on the night. 1 minute to play here in the third quarter. Sean Williams has it. He works his way over to the left, gets it off to Jair Davis. Davis is being guarded by Jordan Money. It's either been Jordan Money or Justin Money on him most of the night. McKeon gets it to the low block. It gets tipped away by Jordan Money. And back to Sean Williams. Williams being guarded by Doherty at the between the circles. Gets it over to Rufo. And Stan Waterman, I wouldn't be surprised if they're not playing for the last shot here. I've seen him do this a lot over the years. Sean Williams scoots in and scoots right back out. Passes it off to Rufo, gets it right back. McCullum comes out, takes his turn. He's being guarded by Thomas. Rufo has it. He's being guarded by Brown. And a near steal there by Doherty. Sean Williams has the ball. He gets it to McCollum. 17 seconds left to play here. Sanford with a 5-point lead, 47-42. 12 seconds left. They're now setting up the play. Jair Davis is working his way underneath. He gets it at the top of the, actually at the almost a half court. Drives in, dishes it off to Williams. Williams pulls up from about 12 feet on the baseline. No good. Jordan Money skies for the rebound. And so that's going to do it. Brings us to the end of the third quarter. Sanford trailing at halftime, but leads at the end of the third quarter, 47-42. You're listening to the Fox Sports 1290 Game of the Week and watching it live on 302 Sports. What's that? Yeah. Josh, we coming back after this one? Elijah Doherty for St. Elizabeth pulled up for a jump shot and scored to pull his team within 47-44. McKeon on the other end for Sanford, though, gets it right back. 49-44, Sanford over St. Elizabeth. John Busby here courtside at the St. E Center in this battle between these two small private schools with powerful basketball traditions. Justin Money's got it. He's trying to work his way in the lane. He hands it off to Thomas underneath. A great look by Money, and Thomas knocks it down. 49-46, a 3-point difference here. 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Sanford with the lead. McCullum drives in, scoops it up on the right side. No good. Gets his own rebound on the other side and puts it back in. So McCullum with his 10th point of the night extends Sanford's lead back to 51-46. Jordan Brown in at the point, a little floater, fall away, not the shot they were looking for, but it went in anyway, 51-48, and Jordan Brown, who came in averaging under 2 points a game, picks up his 8th point of the night. Corey Perkins, the starting point guard for Sanford, on the bench with 4 fouls. My guess is he will stay there until Stan Waterman feels he has to get him back in the game. Sean Williams directing the traffic for the Sanford Warriors as they work it around beyond the three-point arc, as they have most of the night in this half-court offense. They get it to Jair Brown in the low left block. He spins inside, floats it up, and good. So Jair Davis has been scoring all night. By my count, he's got 31 points, which would be a season high for Jair Davis. His previous high, 29 points. 5:52 to play. Sanford with a 53-48 lead here in the fourth quarter. Justin Money drives baseline and steps on the line. Nice defense there by Sanford. So on the turnover, it's going to be Warriors ball with a 5-point lead. 5:43 to play, moving left to right as we see them in their Navy uniforms with the gold trim letter. 8 state championships for this school, 6 under legendary coach Stan Waterman, who had the court at Sanford School named after him earlier this year. Ball gets kicked out of bounds, going to stay Sanford ball. Eric Hicks is going to check in for Justin Money on the St. E side here at the 5:31 mark. 5 points is all that separates these two teams, both ranked in the top 10 of Brad Meyer's News Journal this week. Sean Williams gets it. Works his way over to the right. He's being guarded by Docker. He takes advantage of a pick by Rufo, but then spins into a double team where Money is, loses it. He gets it kicked back out to Davis. Davis drives baseline, and they're going to call a pushing foul. That's going to be on Eric Hicks. His first foul, so not a big deal. No foul trouble for either team. Of course, we're only 3 minutes into this fourth quarter. Sanford has 1 team foul. St. Elizabeth just picked up its 3rd. Sean Williams gets the inbound pass, kicks it out to McCullum near midcourt. Double team by St. Elizabeth. Sean Williams gets it back. Had a wide open 3. Decided instead to pull it back out. Gets it under to Jair Davis. Turnaround jumper toward the baseline. No good. And Thomas rips it down and gets it ahead to Doherty. Doherty pulls up for 3. Rattles around and is good. So Elijah Dockery picks up his 12th point of the night on that three-pointer, which took longer to go in than it did to fly through the air once it hit the rim. 53-51. The St. E's crowd is getting excited here, sensing another comeback by their team, which trailed for much of the first quarter and managed to take the lead late in the second quarter. Sanford working it around McCullum, pulls Thomas out. McCullum working with that left hand, and Stan Waterman is going to take a timeout. This is going to be a full timeout. By my records, that's Stan Waterman's and Sanford's last full timeout. They do that with a 53-51 lead over St. Elizabeth, 4:24 to play. Concord Pet Foods and Supplies for everything your pet needs. Visit ConcordPetFoods.com or any of their 29 locations in the area. And don't forget, after the game, it's the American Spirit Federal Credit Union postgame show when we'll recap the game and announce our Crown Trophy player of the game. The next UD women's basketball game here on Fox Sports 1290 is tomorrow at 7 o'clock when the Blue Hens host CAA rival James Madison. If you're looking for a great way to get back to the community, Special Olympics Delaware is always looking for experienced coaches in all of their 19 sports, including basketball, which has just started. And if you're interested in coaching, visit www.sode.org. You can do basketball now. You can do sports in the spring. We have sports in the summer, fall, all year round. You can check out the 302 Sports live stream of tonight's game anytime at foxsports1290am.com. Just go to the homepage and click on the sports tab, high school basketball, and it's on the audio archive page. Nick Halliday and his 302 Sports crew do a great job in that production. It's a wonderful way to watch a game, even if you were here live, to watch it again. 4:24 to play here in the fourth quarter. John Busby here, Josh Durr back in the studio, and a turnover on the inbound pass, and they're going to call a foul against Perkins, and that's going to be his 5th. So an errant pass and a great job by St. E's Jordan Brown to pick that off, and Perkins had no choice but to foul him, or it was going to be a layup, and I'm not sure if Stan Waterman wouldn't have minded giving up the layup. That is Perkins' 5th foul, and you can hear the buzzer. He is going to check out. So the freshman will have a seat here with 4:23 to play. And he is still on the floor. They're waiting for the sub, and it's going to be Sean Williams who is going to check back in. Sean Williams has done a nice job at the point. So Corey Perkins doesn't score any points this game, but that's not his job to score points on this team. His job is to manage the game, and he did it wonderfully for all but the final 4:23 here. St. Elizabeth hoping to take its first lead since halftime, and Brown works his way in, and it gets stripped away, and Sanford comes away with it. McCullum gets it up to Williams. Williams looks to drive baseline. He gets trapped, and they're going to call a foul underneath. Neither team in the one-on-one. This foul was on the floor. And the foul is going to be on Elijah Dockery. That is Dockery's third foul. He's played this entire second half with 2 fouls. So a nice job by him staying out of foul trouble. Jair Davis gets it in. They find McKeon at the right elbow, and then they work it around. Rufo gets it out to McCullum, and back in the hands of Sean Williams on the right wing. Back to Rufo. He's being guarded by Thomas beyond the three-point arc. McCullum now has it. He's being guarded by Brown. McCullum with a little spin move gets inside behind the back pass back to McKeon. He's not going to shoot that from out there. He's almost at the three-point arc, and he brings it back out to McCullum. So there you see the discipline of this Sanford team, which has been a trademark all 26 of Stan Waterman's years. 3:37 to play. Sanford holding a 2-point lead, 53-51, and I'm sure Stan Waterman talked about what kind of shots he expected to see them take with the lead during that timeout. Jair Davis works it in, floats it over across the lane to McKeon, who gets it back out to Williams, to Rufo, and now handed off back to Williams at the top of the key. Dockery trying to get the steal. He's got 3 fouls, has to be careful. Both these teams have fouls to give. Sanford only 2 fouls so far in the second half. And a drive by McCullum. He gets it back out to McKeon. Almost walked because he slipped, not because he would have traveled. But he managed to keep his right pivot foot. McCullum has it at the front. He gets it underneath to Jair Davis. Back to McCullum on the right wing. And the crowd is clapping. McCullum brings it back out. 53-51, almost a version of Dean Smith's 4 corners here. No shot clock in high school basketball, at least not here in Delaware. Rufo gets it back out, and it's a turnover. Rufo dives on the ground and gets it, comes up with it, and calls timeout. So a very heads-up play by Rufo. The ball had bounced off McCullum's knee, and Rufo immediately went after it. That's the football player in him. He is a talented football, as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, heading to MIT. Haven't been able to confirm if he's going to play football, but he's certainly going to get one heck of a degree from that school. So with 2:36 to play here, Sanford has used its 4th of 5 timeouts according to my stats. They have a 53-51 lead. I want to thank some of our sponsors again, Rufo Associates. Visit rufolaw.com. That's RUFO law.com. Fuddruckers, home of the world's greatest hamburgers, is located right off Churchman's Road on Jeffrey Drive in Newark. Visit fuddruckers.com. Our special edition 10th anniversary Fox Sports 1290 posters were designed and created by Incognito. Incognito Productions is the premier sports filming company in Delaware, shooting, editing, and creating sports films for teams and individuals. See for yourself the top quality of Incognito Productions by heading to nkmfilms.com. Players are coming off the bench. It's going to be Sanford's ball. They're going to inbound from the sideline nearest us, just over half court. They have a 53-51 lead with 2:36 to play here in the 4th quarter. Inbound comes to McCullum. He's being guarded by Thomas. Nathan Thomas contains him. They get it over to Rufo. He's double-teamed, and a foul on the play there. So Rufo, a 62% foul shooter, is going to go to the line. The foul is going to be on Jordan Brown. That is his 3rd. So Brown and Elijah Dockery out. Foul was on the floor, so it's not going to be a free throw shoot opportunity here. St. Elizabeth has 5 fouls for Sanford. That is just their 2nd foul here in the second half. Double team McCullum. He gets it over to Williams. He gets it underneath to Rufo. Rufo forces it up and is fouled on the play. So Rufo now is going to go to the free throw line, where he is a 62% free throw shooter. That foul was on Jordan Money, just his 2nd on the night. So Rufo held scoreless so far tonight, going to have an opportunity to try to put 2 in here and tie this game up. 2:16 to play. First shot is up and hits the left side of the rim and bounce off to the right. No good. Checking back in is Justin Money, and he is going to come in for Eric Hicks. So the senior guard Hicks will have a seat. Scored 2 points in the first half, has yet to score here in the second half. Jair Davis been kind of quiet. Scored early here in the fourth quarter. Hasn't scored since. Hasn't had much of an opportunity. Missed a couple shots, but Rufo's second shot is good. So it is now 54. They actually corrected the score there. Actually, I think what they've done is they've put the wrong score to the wrong team. We'll see if they straighten that out. But either way, it's Dockery with a three-pointer from the right corner. No good. Rebound by Justin Money, who just checked in. No good. And then Jordan Money went up for the foul. Rufo came down with it, but they're going to call a foul on Rufo. And I can see the one girl in the scorebook over there talking about the scoreboard being incorrect, I believe, anyway. And it's going to be a timeout here. It's going to be St. Elizabeth's ball underneath when we resume play. We're going to keep it right here. Our 10th anniversary posters can be found at each Fox Sports 1290 broadcast this season and are sponsored and printed by Royal Pest, planet-friendly solutions to your pest problems, royalpest.com. It is 54-51 with 2 minutes to play here in the game. The scoreboard was correct. They actually switched it and switched it back, and I thought when they switched it back is when they made the mistake, but that is not the case. So it is a 3-point lead for Sanford. It was St. Elizabeth who took that timeout. By my records, they have 2 timeouts remaining. Sanford has just 1, and it will be St. Elizabeth ball underneath. The foul was on Connor Rufo, his third, just the team's third in this half. So Sanford still has several fouls to give. The next time St. E's commits a foul, Sanford will be in the 1-and-1. So it looks like coming out that Elijah Dockery is going to inbound the ball underneath his own basket. He's being reminded by the referees that he can't move his feet because it was not after a made basket. And it's Jordan Money, Brown, Justin Money, and Thomas for St. E's. McCullum, McKeon, Rufo, Williams, and Jair Davis for Sanford. 1:55 to play. They get the ball inbounds. Jordan Brown's got it at the top of the key. He's being guarded by Sean Williams. He gets a pick from Thomas, uses it, but then almost gets trapped, and they call traveling. So a traveling call on Jordan Brown. A nice defensive play there by Sanford. Jordan Brown put himself in a position where he had to pick up his dribble, and once they did, the Sanford trap just collapsed on him. Checking back in is going to be Hicks. He's going to come in for Justin Money. Probably an offensive-defensive substitution situation there. 1:45 to play. Sanford leads by 3 and has the ball. And you can expect or not be surprised if they don't try to kill all 1 minute and 40 seconds of this clock or until St. E's fouls him. And just to my thinking, Rufo turned down a wide-open 3, knowing that's not what Stan Waterman was looking for at this point. McCullum with the ball, and Thomas comes out and more or less intentionally fouls him. He went for the steal, knowing that if he didn't get the steal, he was going to commit a foul. And so that is going to send McCullum to the foul line. That is Nathan Thomas's 4th foul of the game. McCullum, a 66% foul shooter. He is 2 of 4 tonight. He has 10 points, almost at his 11.5 point per game average. So a 1-and-1 shot here from McCullum. First shot is up off the back of the right side of the rim and no good. There's a scrum underneath. Rufo comes away with it. McCullum has it. He gets it back out to McKeon. So St. Elizabeth not able to track that ball down. Nice hustle there by Rufo to get it, and not only get it, but get rid of it before he got trapped. McKeon now is double teamed. They get it to Sean Williams. Williams is going to be fouled, and he will head to the foul line and shoot 1-and-1. That foul, I believe, is going to be, it's either on Money or Hicks. They haven't flashed it up on the scoreboard, and it is going to be on Jordan Money. That is his 3rd foul, and Sean Williams, a 54% foul shooter, is going to head for a 1-on-1. He has 1 point. He's 1 for 1 from the line in the first half. Actually, I should say he's 1 for 2 from the first half. Makes that one, so he's 2 of 3 on the night. 1:06 to play. It's now a 2-possession game, barring a foul and a 3-pointer. 55-51, 106 to play. Stan Waterman has pulled everybody but McCullum off the lane. The second shot is up and good. So Sean Williams, the sixth man off the bench, or first man off the bench, I should say, the sixth man comes up with a big shot there, and Dockery brings it across half court, and St. Elizabeth is going to call timeout. They trail Sanford 56-51 with 1:03 left to play. Don't forget to stay tuned after the game tonight. It's the American Spirit Federal Credit Union postgame show, when we'll recap the game and announce our Crown Trophy player of the game. We're going to try to get the winning coach on the mic for a little bit if we can. That's always one of those hit or miss things, and being here by myself tonight, it might be tough to get them over here, but we'll do what we can. We'll certainly recap the scoring. We'll announce our Crown Trophy player of the game. We'll talk more about our next game, which will be a week from tonight, when the William Penn Colonials head down to take on St. George's. St. George's currently ranked number 3 in the News Journal top 10 that Brad Myers puts together. We'll see if William Penn sneaks in there after a nice win against this St. Elizabeth team. They actually held this St. Elizabeth team to 3 points in the first quarter. Jordan Money did not play in the second half of that game. It was a coach's decision from what we can tell, because he did not get hurt during the game and started the game tonight. But you can see the difference in this St. Elizabeth Vikings team when he plays from start to finish. It'll be the St. E's ball. They trail Sanford 56-51 with 1:03 left to play. They're moving right to left as I'm watching it here on the baseline that they're heading to. Money hands it off to Doherty. Doherty brings it across from right to left. He bounced pass underneath to Justin Money, and it's good. So Justin Money with 2 more points on a very nice look by Doherty, and it's 56-53 with 50 seconds left to play here in the fourth quarter. These two teams, Sanford is trying to get above the 500 mark for the first time since an opening win at Glasgow High School. Now, their record can be deceiving, as it often is this time of year. Stan Waterman puts together, without question, the toughest schedule in the state of Delaware, and so they've already played some of the toughest teams that anybody is going to play in here. Their losses came to the likes of the Blue Ridge School in Virginia, St. Vincent Pallotti High School in Maryland, Episcopal High School from Virginia, and then at the slam dunk to the beach, they lost to Archbishop Wood Catholic 72-47. That's how good that team is. And then they rebounded with back-to-back wins against Smyrna and Tatnall before an upset loss to Wilmington Friends. We were boggled by that final, 50-45. A great job by Wilmington Friends pulling that upset. And then now Sanford has won back-to-back games, holding both these opponents to 37 points, Tower Hill and St. Andrews. So they're hoping to come away with a win tonight and go above the 500 mark for the first time since they were 1-0. 50 seconds left to play. Rufo inbounding here in the near court. He gets it to Jair Davis, who's being guarded by Jordan Money. 47 seconds to play. Rufo has it. Sanford leads by 3. They're going to be content to not shoot and wait to get fouled. They whip it around. Jair Davis has it back at the top of the key. Jordan Money on him, still trying to go for the steal here. They get it to Rufo in the corner. He bounce passes to McKean across the lane. They lob it over to Sean Williams, and he gets it. He actually threw it underneath to McKean, but he was fouled first, and that foul is going to be on Elijah Dockery, his 4th, and that is going to send Sean Williams back to the free throw line. Williams is 3 of 4 from the line, including 2 of 2 in the last possession. Nathan Thomas checks back in for Justin Money, and it's going to be a 1-on-1 for Sean Williams. Same situation he had just a minute ago. His team leading 56-53, and an opportunity to make this a true 2-possession game, but he can't. Off the back of the rim, Jordan Money skies for the rebound. So St. E's is 1 possession away. Money drives in, scoops it underneath, and good. So just like that, we have a 1-point game, 56-55. Jordan Money's underhand scoop shot on the miss of the 1-on-1 by Sean Williams has pulled the home team to within 1 final timeout. Sanford, I believe, still has 1 timeout left. We've got a great one here. Nobody has left this arena, the Sister Mary Ellen Arena here at the St. E's Center. I want to thank Concord Pet Food and Supplies for everything your pet needs. Visit ConcordPetFoods.com or head to any of their 29 locations in the area. It seems like every time I turn around, there's another Concord Pet Food and Supplies going up somewhere. And I can tell you from my personal experience with them, there's nothing more comforting. My wife and I, my family, has a almost 4-year-old yellow lab that has had some issues with food and diet and some knee injuries. And it seems every time that we go into Concord Pet Food and Supplies, somebody there has experienced something similar and has some great advice for us. And so I can't thank Concord Pet Food and Supplies enough for what they've done for us. You know, certainly you want to get what your veterinarian says and all of that, but you can't always get in to see the veterinarian, especially if it's not an emergency. And so it's always comforting to know that if we have a problem, we can go to Concord Pet Food and Supplies. So make sure you check them out if you happen to have a pet and haven't done so already. Sanford 56, St. Elizabeth 55, 20.3 seconds to play. Rufo is going to inbounds right in front of us. He gets it to McCullum, and McCullum is fouled immediately by Jordan Money. That will be Jordan Money's 4th foul, but he had no choice. He was the first man there. McCullum shoots 68% from the free throw line. Ryan McKeon is the leading free throw shooter at 80%, but I can tell you from looking at the stats, McCullum has shot a lot more foul shots than McKeon is, and so he is going to head to the line, and it is a double bonus now, so McCullum will have 2 shots to extend this lead. Obviously, you want to try to get both shots to make it so that St. E's has to make a three-pointer to tie this game up. McCullum with a very deliberate dribble. Shot is up and off the back right side of the rim, and no good. Checking in is going to be Nathan Thomas for St. Elizabeth. Thomas is a 33% free throw shooter from 3. Of course, they don't need 3 now. He checks in for Eric Hicks. McCullum is getting set for the second shot. Stan Waterman has put 2 of his players back in the lane to try to grab this rebound. He's got Rufo under there and Jair Davis. And the second shot rolls in and out, no good. And Thomas comes away with it for St. Elizabeth, and he is fouled by McCullum. Now they had fouls to give, so McCullum's going to pick up his second foul. And that's actually not a bad foul because it's only the 4th team foul on Sanford. So it is not a one-on-one situation. The Sanford fans erupted thinking that they had just sent Nathan Thomas to the foul line to win this game or give his team a lead, and that is not the case. They are going to inbound. Stan Waterman is arguing that the inbound should be in the back court, that it should not be in the front court because the foul occurred in the back court. And he's asking for help. 26 years of experience. My guess is he knows what he's talking about. They have moved Thomas back closer to half court, but he's still not in the back court. He gets it into Dockery in the back court. 14 seconds to play, and another foul. And this foul is going to be on Sean Williams, his first, still only the team's 5th. So they still have one more foul to give. It's 56-55. The inbounds is going to take place at nearly the exact same place. Nathan Thomas is doing the inbounding. He's going to try to get it to Dockery, this time in the front court. Dockery drives right down the lane, and he's fouled again before dishing off to Brown. So that will end the fouls because any foul from here on out, intentionally or even unintentionally, but on purpose, is going to send the Vikings to the line. So Sean Williams, and the foul is going to be inbounded underneath, as Nick Halliday points out to me. That's huge compared to on the sideline. 10 seconds left here. Dockery gets it into Jordan Money. He forces a shot up and good. Not sure how he got that in, but it went in as he was falling to the ground. 1-point lead. Jair Davis from the other side. No good. St. Elizabeth comes away with a 57-56 lead on an unbelievable shot by Jordan Money, who was falling to the ground, and he is being mobbed by his teammates, mobbed by some of the fans. You're not going to see a better shot in clutch time, falling to the ground, might have been fouled, and still managed to bank it in. And St. Elizabeth has pulled the upset, 57-56, here at the St. E. Center. When we come back, it's the American Spirit Federal Credit Union postgame show. What a great game here. You're listening to the Fox Sports 1290 Game of the Week and watching it live on 302 Sports. Your final score, St. Elizabeth 57, 56 for Sanford. We'll be right back.
The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroup.re.com. The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hooters of Newark is located at 136 Astro Shopping Center, Newark, Delaware. Come in day or night to watch your favorite teams and sports on our many TVs. It's a great, fun-filled environment that is kid-friendly. Our craveable food menu has all the appetizers, burgers, salads, tacos, seafood, you name it, as well as our world-famous Hooters wings, which are the official wings of 302sports.com. Remember, you can all...
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts.
And I'm Danae from Matt's Fish Camp.
Come check us out.
Matt's Fish Camp is the small local fish joint with 2 locations on Coastal Highway in North Bethany Beach and Lewis, where we serve up traditional coastal fare and a casual atmosphere with house specialties like colossal crab cakes, lobster rolls, and fried Ipswich clams, along with crowd pleasers like fish and chips, fried shrimp, and a daily selection of fresh caught fish. Matt's Fish Camp, serving up lunch and dinner 7 days a week, all year.
Locations in Bethany Beach and Lewis, Delaware. See you soon.
To give his team a 1-point lead. Jair Davis's 3-point attempt on the other side for Sanford was no good, and the St. East Center erupted as St. Elizabeth moves to 6-3 on the season with the 57-56 win over Sanford, who drops to 5-6 on the season in a game which took an hour and 35 minutes to play. So let's talk about the stats here for St. Elizabeth. Jordan Money finished with 14 points. His brother Justin actually had 15 points, but it was Jordan Money's 13th and 14th point that mattered the most. Elijah Dockery had 12 points, Jordan Brown with 8, Nathan Thomas with 4, Eric Hicks and David Hazelton with 2 apiece. For Sanford, a season high 31 points for Jair Davis, including 18 in the first quarter. He erupted for another 11 points in the third quarter, held to just 2 points in the fourth quarter. So whatever defensive adjustments Matt Rubenkamp made between quarters, they worked, as Jair Davis, 31 points, but in that critical fourth quarter, held to just 2 points. Marcus McCullum had 10, Ryan McKeon 8, Sean Williams 3, and Connor Rufo 1. So just an unbelievable finish here at the St. East Center as St. Elizabeth trailed for much of the third quarter and the majority of the fourth quarter until that flurry at the end. A couple of missed foul shots by Sanford kept St. Elizabeth in the game, and then several fouls by Sanford because they had plenty to give made the difference, and then Sean Williams missed the front end of that 1-and-1, and Jordan Money with just an unbelievable shot. If you're just tuning in or if you're listening solely on Fox Sports 1290, we're certainly glad you are, but make sure you check out the 302 Sports video of that. It'll be up live on it'll be up on our website tomorrow. You have to check out that shot. One of the best you're going to see anywhere in the state of Delaware this season. All right, when we come back, we'll announce our Crown Trophy Player of the Game and talk about next week's game. Your final score here at the St. East Center, St. Elizabeth 57, Sanford 56. This is the American Spirit Federal Credit Union postgame show. We'll be right back.
that you could buy. There's never any fillers, sugars, or additives, and it's naturally sweetened. It's what you need to build and maintain muscle. Right now, go to BiProUSA.com. That's BiProUSA.com. And when you buy 1 2-pound jar of BiPro, you get the second jar half off with the promo code IHEART. Plus, you get free shipping. It's BiProUSA.com. Buy 1 2-pound jar, get the second half off, and free shipping with the promo code IHEART. BiPro. Lean, clean, protein.
Need the perfect holiday gift for the diehard sports fan in your life? Here it is.
Get your favorite fan even more wrapped up in their favorite team with Denali Microplush College and NFL blankets from the Northwest Company and sold at EliteTeam.com. These super soft blankets are machine washable and 100% made in the USA. Elite Team, the official blanket of pure fandemonium. Go to EliteTeam.com and save 10% with promo code IHEART.
Fans, wrap yourself up in your favorite team blanket at EliteTeam.com.
Welcome back to the American Spirit Federal Credit Union postgame show on Fox Sports 1290. Visit AmericanSpirit.org.
Welcome back to the St. E Center. John Busby here, and St. Elizabeth with a remarkable 57-56 win on just an unbelievable falling down bank shot layup by Jordan Money, and then an unsuccessful three-pointer on the other end by J.R. Davis as time ran out to give the home team the opportunity to make this crowd erupt, and erupt they did at 57-56, and what has to be considered an upset win given the rankings in Brad Meyer's top 10. So it's now time to name our Crown Trophy player of the game. Crown Trophy in Glasgow and Wilmington have always been proud supporters of Fox Sports 1290 and the student athletes in the state of Delaware. Visit Crown Trophy for all the best in trophies, and make sure to check out their all-new Varsity Letter Sports Balls. Continuing with the Crown Trophy tradition, each player of the game this season will win a customized Crown Trophy Award plaque, and the school receives one also for its trophy case. Visit crowntrophy.com. And as you can imagine, tonight's Crown Trophy player of the game is senior Jordan Money, who finished the game with 14 points, but none bigger than the money shot at the end, no pun intended, sort of. 2 points that put his team up by 1 and allowed them to come away with the 57-56 win here at home and extend their season record to 6-3 under first-year coach Matt Rubenkamp. And what can't be stressed enough is how big this win was for a St. Elizabeth team that was held to just 3 points in the first quarter in an 11-point loss to William Penn just 2 nights ago. So one of the great things about the sport of high school basketball compared to football is when you have a tough loss like they had Tuesday night, you've only got to wait usually 48 hours to recover, and now they have a couple days to enjoy it. The next game for the St. Elizabeth team is next Tuesday, another home one, when they host Catholic Conference rival St. Mark's, another game where the gym is sure to be packed. Sanford's got a week off before they head to the Ferris School for a non-conference matchup next Thursday. Our next Fox Sports 1290 broadcast with 302 Sports is also 1 week from tonight, when we head across the canal to St. George's High School as the Hawks take on the William Penn Colonials. Tip-off of that one is 6:15, and we'll be on the air at 6 with the Fox Sports 1290 basketball pregame show. That's going to do it for this evening from Wilmington, Delaware. Thanks to our producer back in the studio, Josh Durr, for keeping us up and running on the radio side, and to Nick Halliday of 302 Sports here on site producing the line stream. I'm John Busby. Once again, your final score, St. Elizabeth 57, Sanford 56. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, good night from St. Elizabeth High School.
Basketball game of the week. On air at Fox Sports 1290. Online at foxsports1290am.com. And on the go using the iHeartRadio app. For podcasts and downloads of all the game action tonight, visit us on the web and like us on Facebook. And thank you for listening.